Alright, welcome back to another video, everybody. In this video, old trusty zip tie here is getting a makeover. We are doing a front plastic delete on this. I'm gonna do a little refresh, radiator relocate, most likely. We're gonna make it better. So, damage report from bumper, fang light, headlight, radiator, fan shroud, roof sheets, and I think that's it. Oh, trailing arm. Definitely can't forget about that trailing arm. As far as everything else goes, I'm pretty sure everything's good. Obviously, it's still dirty. Didn't have a chance to wash it because it's been freezing out. So we're just gonna work on it dirty. It is what it is. But yeah, so that's what we're doing here. We're gonna strip the front end off and we're gonna get rid of the plastic. So stay tuned. We're gonna bring this thing back to life. Front plastic getting ready to come off. What's left of it anyway. Yeah, you can see how messed up the radiator is now. Yeah. Can't believe that. Yeah, that's rough. Got that one, that one. Fan shroud. Did my bulkhead bend?
It's not blowing like it's.
It's hard to tell if the bulkhead did. I think the radiator did. I think the bulkhead's good. My whole machine's sitting sideways, but it's because of the back trailing arm. But had I not had the metal fan shroud, I think the front end would have been a lot worse than what it is. Which is good because it got me back to camp. Did you?
Don't even need, you can just cut those out.
Well, I'm not reusing that because it's bent. No, I'm gonna use that plastic one in the back. Do you want to see our idea?
Okay.
Okay. Come up with an idea.
I need to order plastic for beer.
So 1 bar straight across.
Okay.
Bam. This into that bar, and then 2 tabs down in the bottom. And there it is. The easy part, I should say.
Alright, I'll take that Cobra axle for you.
No, it's okay right there. That's why we're doing it the way we're doing it. I'm hoping there's enough hose from there to there that we can just hook from there to there and not have to get like custom.
Find some kind of a bag or something for up there to hold some stuff.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, any kind of, what is it, probably 1 inch or something like that. Maybe.
Well, these you can cut off of this.
Yeah, that was actually what me and Tim were saying about. We can cut this off to kind of pretty it up a little bit, but there's no point using a $400 metal bracket back here for the fan shroud when that $90 fan shroud will be just fine. And it'll be below this, so it'll never get hit.
Knock on wood, unless it's a tree.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
anything's
don't put
possible.
yourself,
You never
don't
know.
put that out there.
Yeah, look at this.
Golden.
Yep, gonna need them. What are them, tier 2s? Tier 2s for the back?
Poor dirty machine.
Tier 1s? Huh?
Poor dirty machine.
Oh, I know.
Well,
Sherry's just out there washing hers. So, I mean, there's really no other place for me to set this that it's not gonna get, like, just in the way or damaged. So I'm gonna lose my cooler in the back. But
no less true.
the cooler will go in the Mavar. Alright, we are officially starting the rebuild process. Sherry's got me some tubes being bent. We're doing a 10 degree, a 35 degree, and we're not sure what degree yet. This is the start of it. We're gonna do some cool stuff down in here, I feel like, but Cooper's gonna take the roof sheets off. Tim got all of the coolant lines taken out, and we're gonna start rebuilding the front end right now. What are you doing?
After all that, she found the right nuts and bolts that come with that shroud.
Oh yeah,
They're bigger than this one.
of course. Putting the fan in the new shroud. I got this hunk of metal welded on the front, and what we're gonna do with that is that's where I'm gonna work up off of to mount everything to. I have a bracket coming for a double shear setup to hold the front end together, since there's not going to be a bulkhead there anymore. Basically just going to be a plate on the front, and then bumper kind of tie into here, and then winch mount, I'm thinking, in there. Definitely got to put a winch in there. I want to get the bumper kind of figured out first, so I know that I can fit the winch in and kind of around, or if I have to lift it up or whatever, but more likely the winch will go right in this area. So I think now we have a couple tubes. We're gonna get some tubes fit in and start making a front bumper. This is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the build. Not sure where to go from here, but this is what we got. I just gotta figure out where.
Like a bug right now.
I gotta figure out where to put the winch. There's not much room for a winch, and I want to keep it tucked in so my tires hit first. Just gotta figure out the rest. Piece of 1/4 inch steel. That is a shock tower brace if I've ever seen one. Custom. So 2 holes here, we'll bolt up there, weld it solid down here. Winch mount bolts there. Where's the winch at, Coop? Hold that up there. So we'll put some holes in there for the winch. I like it.
Brace from the plate to the cage.
Yeah, I like it. And then what were we saying? So from yeah, so we're gonna take, you can pull that out. And then we're gonna go from back here on the main frame, main cage, out into that, like this, for to connect from here to here. It's gonna be stout. So we just took our plate that we made for that out of the drill press. We drilled our winch mount bolts, and also our bolt up top for the shock tower brace. Probably have to drill that out a little bit, huh? Okay, so this is gonna sit in there like so. That'll get bolted up top with 2 3/8 bolts, big dogs. gonna get welded solid down here, and then the winch mount, or the winch will mount right there. And then I have a plate here that we're gonna do, and then off of that we're gonna make a mount that'll attach into here with a fair lead. And then, like I showed you earlier, we're gonna come off of here out to here to support and brace this. But it's late, we're gonna call it a night. Next clip for you, we'll get some more of this done, but definitely liking the way it's turning out. Alright, this is the next day. We have the winch bolted in place so we know where we're going. We got the 2 bolts up here. It's welded in there. Right now, Tim's getting ready to take the limit straps off. We're going to lift it up. We're going to get the A-arms pulled off. We're going to get the trailing arm pulled off. And we're going to get ready to kind of finish up. I got a gusset kit coming for the front A-arms to hold everything together, and then we're going to make a fair lead that comes up off of that. But I think while they're doing that, I'm going to work on getting something from here into here. Alright, I'm working on making the front bumper mounts. We have this piece, and a bung. So what we do is, see if I can hook this up. So this small piece will get welded to my frame down there. The bung will go on and get welded. See if I can do this one-handed here. Maybe, yeah. There, and then this basically will go in there like that. It'll come up, get welded here. This will all get welded out around here. So then we can unbolt this bung, and this whole front bumper can come off for any reason that we would need to take it off. And bungs up here, the original bungs, we just reattached into them. This will unbolt here for the shocks, but it's fully welded down here, so this piece here is solid part of the frame now. And then these 2 3/8 bolts connect this into here, and I left room, if necessary, that I could someday, if I needed to attach from here down to here as like a double shear setup to my front bumper. But I don't think it's needed now with this, but you never know. But this is what I'm working on now. I gotta make the other side to go over here, and then we're good to go on that part. Okay, we have the zip tie 3.0 badge right there. I have rivets just sitting in there. We're gonna end up painting this black like the frame, and then we're gonna get this painted yellow, and then it'll be a badge on there. And then whenever we make our plate down here, we're gonna do something cool too. But zip tie 3.0. Blade. Our blade's just melting it, not cutting it. We got these tubes on. they're in place. Now I just need to wait for this part that I bought. We'll get that on. This will all be covered up. Looking good. Alright, we also got the sides on. Sherry got these cut out for me. A little dirty and dusty, obviously, because I didn't have time to wash my machine because it was freezing out, but that's basically what it's going to look like. And then the door will latch right there. What we're doing now is putting some riv nuts in this tube for my fan to go in the back of this. So we're making a radiator relocate kit right now. Alright, custom radiator relocate kit installed. Got this bolted in place, riv nuts on the back, tabs down here on those. We'll probably cut these off out here because they're not needed. So that's where my radiator's going. Like it. Riv nutted in, good to go, safe because it's below this level. Okay, radiator is in place. Normally this radiator is actually flipped and these hoses come this way, but there is enough holes that you can just take the fittings, flip them from this side to this side, and it bolts right back in. So all good there. I gotta bolt the tabs down here, but everything else is bolted in place. We just gotta figure out how and where to run the hoses, and then I think this setup will be finished up. Alright, so this is the bottom coolant line. It was twisted and running up. We just flipped that hose, ran it back here, and now the bottom, gotta take it to the bottom of the radiator. And then this top hose, we're gonna flip it up so it runs up, and we're gonna take it to the top of the radiator. Okay, we have the bottom hose hooked up there, straight down here, little bend into the bottom of the thermostat there. So that's one nice metal tube refurbished from the center console. And we have these couple pieces, trying to figure out how to run it. Maybe this to get us down below and back. Actually sits in there pretty nice, just like that, to get us towards the back. That one too, yeah. And what we're trying to do now is get hooked into this hose, which is right there. It's right there where my finger is to this one. So maybe we try to put a little bend in that. If we can get a little bit bend, if we can get a bend in that one, a little bit more than what's in this one, I think we got it made. Okay, radiator relocate complete. Everything's hooked up. We got to put a little clamp on this. This goes right to the reservoir. It's like the overflow. Hoses have hose clamps on them. Everything is done. Got this hose coming in. We're getting the last one tightened up on that. This one down here's got a hose clamp. Everything's hooked up the way it was, except for back here. So I don't think I have enough fluid here. I'll have to get some fluid. We'll fill it, burp it, make sure everything's good. Got to wire the fan yet, so the wire goes all the way to the front, so we either pull it back or splice into it. Run the wires back to here, plug it in. But right here is the wires. So we'll just run some wires, get that fixed up. We were looking at this, you know, we might hose clamp this on there, make it look nice. That way it doesn't rub or rattle or anything on the motor there, but it is the aluminum pipe, so it's pretty strong. But all things considered, we didn't have to buy anything. This is all reused from what we've pulled out of here. And we still have those 3 little pieces left. We did, however, put this aluminum 1-inch tube in my 1-inch tube bender and put like a little bend on it to get her down around this spot right there. As you can see, that's bent. That's not factory, that was straight. The bender worked perfect for bending this 1 inch. So we did cheat there, which, you know, worked for us. But everything's in. Pretty excited. I gotta unbolt this, move it out of the way, cover it up with some leather. I'll get this welded around here, and this will be done. Gotta throw 2 bolts in these tabs down here, and then it's done. Still lots to do. Gotta do the doors yet. Gotta mount the sides. Waiting on the front bumper to be finished up. Waiting on my trailing arm to come, but it's getting there. It's almost done.
Action.
This is my modeling stance.
Smoter.
We're gonna sell pictures to help.
Better take off some more clothes.
Check this out. So in the bud system, we're gonna do different activations. What we're gonna do is activate the fan back here to make sure everything works right. So you go into here, click cooling fan.
Works.
So that works. The wiring is good. You can check the fuel pump, intercooler fan, which I don't have an intercooler, so I don't have to worry about that. But let's take a second here and look at my history. I have 99.97% in performance mode, 0.3 in normal. So 65,535 minutes in performance and 22 minutes in normal mode. So if I go to my speed profile, I have 31,510 minutes at 0 to 11 miles per hour. Might be a little bit hard to see that on this camera, but so 57.8% of the time it is 0 to 11 miles per hour. RPM profile. My RPM profile, Tim, is I spend most of my time between 2,000 and 4,000 RPMs. And then from 4,000 to 6,000, and then 0 to 2. It spent 13 minutes of its life over 8,000 RPMs. 113 minutes from 7 to 8,000. Pretty cool parameters. Minimum, maximum. So here's some interesting facts. See if I can get that a little bit. So maximum intake PSI is 32. Maximum intake temperature is 272. Maximum coolant temp is 250. Engine Fahrenheit 12, lowest. I think that's about it for the history. There's a lot of stuff that you can do on the bud system. Check the faults. The activation's just where I was at. You can monitor live feed stuff, idling, start button, brake light, all that good mumbo jumbo stuff. I can shut down cylinders, I can test injectors, program keys, throttle position sensor, gear position sensor, what gear you're in, your vehicle configurations, the shifts. There's your cluster stuff. There's all your, so if your fuel gauge is rating different, you can come in here and set the bar 50%. And this is when your lights come on. RPM calibration, speed calibration, speed ratio. And then the best part is when you come out here to the beginning, custom thing, when I push my key, the Can-Am crew comes across. But that's about it. So. Okay, it's the next day. We're checking for leaks. We're letting it run. I'm watching the coolant temp rise. See, make sure the fan kicks on. Keeping an eye on the coolant level. Making sure it's all in, no air bubbles. So far, no leaks, everything's looking good. I gotta say, having my own fab shop is extremely awesome, because then you can do stuff like this. I got the zip tie 3.0 badge that I showed earlier. I got these 2 tabs that we're gonna weld up there. This will bolt to that. This is gonna get welded solid. This will bolt to there. Got the MMO, the fair lead will go there. I got a new fair lead coming. Fair lead didn't come yet, did it? Okay. So the fair lead will get bolted here. Winch is protected. And it looks awesome. Adds a lot of strength. From here, this is basically gusseted up to here, which is welded solid to the frame and bolted up here. So if I take a shot down there, this cannot go up. Serves many purposes, which we try to do and we enjoy doing. So I got to get this welded up, and this will hold my A-arms now because I had nothing up front. That's pretty sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, but get your winch out.
The winch will not come out unless I just unbolt this. But actually, no, yeah, it will. It'll unbolt from here and then it'll slide out that way.
You know what you should do?
What's that?
A little light bar here so it shines MMO whenever you try.
Yeah, right here. A little light bar right there. I think I can do that. Yeah, good one. I like that.
I have one on the 4-wheeler you can use.
Okay.
Like, that big.
I think we'll do that. Or another rock light. I have some rock lights right here. Could probably work something out with those. Alright, I gotta get that taken off and get that welded up. Now it doesn't look so like empty and bare up there, you know? I love it. It's awesome. We're gonna go over here and give you a zip tie update. And then I'm not gonna show you any more until it's complete. So I want to do a decent reveal on this, but here we go. Ready? She's getting freshened up. Alright everybody, zip tie 3.0 is finished and we're ready for the final reveal. So I'm just going to turn you around, we're going to get right into it and show you what we got, and let me know in the comments what you think. I absolutely love the way it turned out. There we go. Still has the zip tie look, it's just a little shorter in the front end, huh? So we have the front gusset piece right here. It's the only part of the gusset kit I'm actually running. I don't run anything else just because it makes it a pain to work on. But I needed something to hold my A-arms because I didn't have anything up front. So then we made this centerpiece, holds the light bar, my fair lead, the winch, 3.0 badge, shock tower brace. Then we brought the tubes up around the suspension to protect that in case of a rollover, because that would be a bad day. Brand new powder coated roof sheets, should hold up pretty good. New fender sides, new doors. I changed my mind on that because I didn't like the way it looked, so we went back to this and I just cut the fronts off. We might change that later on, I'm not really sure, but we're actually headed to Barwello tomorrow, so you know, I had to get it ready, and I really like the way it turned out anyway, so I might leave it this way. Still gives it that X3 look. New trailing arm, of course. You guys saw new radiator in the back. You guys didn't see it yet, but it'll be on the Mud Metal channel. We did a Christmas parade in this, and it was actually the first time I had this out since I rebuilt it. Everything worked flawless, didn't overheat, nothing like that, no leaks, which is good. So the radiator relocate kit worked amazing. Again, new door and fender piece on this side. New C-deck, same C-deck, just new. But there you have it. That is zip tie 3.0. My approach angle is amazing. I'm not going to hit anything. Before, the bumper would actually stick out a little bit. Now it's just pushed back in. So all tires against the ledges, which is awesome. So hope you guys like it. I love the way it turned out. We're gonna get these things loaded up. We're gonna head down south a little bit. We're gonna go hit the Barwallow, Braveheart, Rockhouse system area. Get you guys some more awesome Hatfield McCoy content. Barwallow is always a good time. There's a couple good trails there, so you can look forward to that. But thank you to all of our channel members, patrons, and sponsors on the screen. Without you guys, a lot of this just wouldn't be possible, so we appreciate you. We have a lot of awesome things in the works coming up, so definitely stay tuned. And we're going to see you in the next video somewhere down around Barwallow. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.